My bad.
Welcome to another episode of Life in General. I am Cass.
Pinky Doo.
Right on. And we're here to talk about, well, how our government acts like spoiled children sitting in the backseat of the car. Come on, Congress! Get together. It's like two little kids in the backseat of the car.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Mr. President, the Republicans touched me!
Yeah. Here's the deal with this. I saw something like maybe a week and a half ago on like CNN. I get very limited television living overseas, and all I'm subjected to is whatever the Armed Forces Network wants to put on television. So it was like CNN that was on, and they were talking about, the health care reform. And at the bottom there was this little scroll that said, should the president be demanding, that Congress push this bill through? Does he have the right to do this? I'm going to sit here and tell you right now, yes, he has every right to tell Congress to start pushing this bill through. And this is why I think so. Again, an opinion. I believe that they should be pushing this through, and that the president has every right to tell them to push this through, because our tax dollars have been paying Congress to bitch and moan and argue over the bill for the last year, and nothing has been done yet. Just decide. Pick something.
They should do like what my mom used to do to me and my sister
Let's
when we were
flip
little.
a freaking coin.
They should do in Congress what my mom used to do to me and my sister when we were little, right? If we were arguing about something stupid or something major, it depends, in your little mind, everything's major, she'd make us sit on the couch and hug it out. And I really think that Congress needs to have a hug it out day. We should just lock them in the chamber and make them hug until they can come up with something that freaking resembles.
Closer.
Ooh,
Work it out.
ooh.
Okay, I'm really tired of doing this now.
Yeah, me
We
too.
should just decide to,
Agree?
do something.
Yeah, come to the middle road.
Do something,
Come on.
please. Look, I realize some people like the idea of healthcare reform. Some people hate the idea of healthcare reform. Fine. Be on whatever side you want to be on. But please,
Figure it out.
do something.
Please.
Just something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really tired of padding
He
your
said,
thick
she
wallet.
said, and I'm here and I'm there, and reducing everything to a soundbite or a clip.
Tagline.
Yeah, just come on, get over it.
Do something, please.
You know what?
Mm.
I could filibuster too.
I think all we do is filibuster.
I think so too.
Filibustering's fun.
It is fun.
It's a fun word to say.
Filibuster. Buster.
Filibuster.
Buster the fill.
Yes. Just do something.
Come on.
Look, and here's the thing. I actually read a really awesome little excerpt.
Here she goes with her knowledge. Look out. She's a smart one.
Knowledge is power, bitches.
Power to the people.
All right. So, Newsweek. All right. So, granted, this could be construed as a skewed, opinionated piece. However, there are stories on both sides of the political spectrum in here. And then there are some that just kind of sit in the middle and have something fucking worth saying. Like John Meacham here.
Like him.
He's talking, this little excerpt that he talks about in Newsweek is how we, the people, are actually to blame as to why a lot of the things in Congress aren't moving or getting changed, or the programs that we all complain about aren't getting passed through. And it's interesting because he does say here, and I quote, "Though it is more fun to blame the president or Congress or cable television or blogs or Sarah Palin, in fact, the system that has been declared unworkable in op-ed land is working the way it is supposed to work. It is a sign of success, not failure, when things move slowly or not at all." So, of course, this does sort of counter my point about the whole healthcare reform. I will have to say that at least Congress, it does work slow.
Slow as it may be.
It does work. But what I do get tired of is that what isn't working is that the programs aren't getting pushed for the people. The programs are getting pushed for the parties.
Right. And speaking of people, our government starts at local government. Local. Your primaries are coming up. Get out there, find out who's running for mayor.
Podunkville, get to the polls.
Yes. Do you know that more people vote for the president than vote for their local government? And they're the ones who are going to affect your daily life. And whatever model is set up with the local government, the big government in Washington goes, that's a good idea.
Well, think about it from the grassroots
I think we're going to try to bring that on board and make that nationwide.
Think about it from a grassroots level. There's the tea parties. Those started out grassroots.
And the coffee parties.
Locals, coffee parties. Do it. Get out there and know what is going on. Don't you want to know that someone's going to build a sewer next to your property? That is local government.
Get out there and find out who your educators are for your school. Find out what your kids are going to be learning. That's important.
Because I'll tell you what, I have a question to pose to our audience. I'm curious to know if people care what's in their children's curriculum for school. A public school, not private, not something that we pay, that we would encourage our children to learn, or that we want a specific point of view pressed on our children in a private school, but a public school, something that all our children have to go to.
Yeah, I went to public school.
I went to public school. If you are looking for a specific point of view put in our children's curriculum, then I would suggest moving to Texas.
Yes.
Within the last week, Texas Board of Education,
for a 10-5 vote,
have decided to vote in certain changes to the students' curriculum in Texas, and one of them being that they are going to basically rewrite history to a different point of view. They've taken Thomas Jefferson out of the curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
They have glorified Ronald Reagan.
Glorifying Ronald Reagan. Yes. And there's some other changes that they're gonna take out sexuality of biology. That when you learn about insects, for example, I think was your example.
Yes, it sure was.
That
and I quote, encourages transgender and transsexuality and who knows what else. End quote.
Because bugs are known to try to mate with bugs of the same sex. So therefore, we are promoting everything that she just said by teaching biology in that way. So, and that's one of the most ridiculous things I think I've ever heard in my life. I'm pretty sure that's just the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever heard in my life. A bug is a bug. They have
I thought we talk about education, not bugs.
Well, yeah, a bug is, but I mean, a bug is a bug. That's biology.
It is biology.
Who cares if it tries to have sex with something of the same sex? It doesn't really know.
It's a bug.
Its sole job is to procreate and survive. All right, that's my rant. I think that's pretty dumb, but that's just me. My point on this. My point on this is. Basically, if you want your child to have a specific point of view taught to them,
you should pay for it out of pocket, not with your tax money.
I don't want my kid learning a specific political point of view in a public school. Nope. If you want to learn about politics, that's what peers are for. That's what college is for. It's what reading on your own is for. But there's no reason to sit there and to basically politically segregate the community.
For a whole decade.
For 10 years. That's going to be implemented for 10 years. Changing the textbooks in Texas is for 10 years at a time.
That's your moment.
Okay, well, I guess that's just to be continued. We'll bring up some more. But if you're curious about it, I really suggest Googleizing that.
And I also want to give a shout out to our lifers. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Check you later.
Peace.